Good evening, everyone. Now, much. um, I cannot stream. Sorry, bug with me. Not interested. You should hear me now. Yeah, I joined mute. What worries me more is why can't you? That's weird. I'm gonna fix it. Okay. Yeah, for some reason you guys cannot see the game. That's weird. Hold on. I'm gonna fix it. How are you doing while I am fixing the technical issue? Hold on, I'm gonna restart. I am going to start game, of course. Good evening. Facing like tiny technical. The game does not load in like so. Put it out. Hmm. Yeah, go grab some snacks and you can hear the in-game music. That's good. The problem is with well, probably the most important thing, which is the visuals. What a piece of shit. Hasn't happened to me in a while. Hell. It is supposed to take the right. These work. Oh. You know what the thing is? It worked when I was doing like when I was testing everything like 30 minutes ago, and then I had to restart OBS, and now it's not working. I don't know why, and it hate when things don't work. No. I have everything in my like main screen. I'm not sure why it's not being. Feed is not working. Oh, there it is. Okay. But for some reason right now I know why. Now you can see me and you can see the game. Okay, great success. You know what's funny? I have not done anything. Like I was trying to figure out what's wrong, thinking about where should I click, and it popped up all of a sudden. So there was no intervention in this entire process. It happened on its own. Yeah, anyways, so let's kick it off properly this time. We're going to be continuing my little adventure in 42.15. I figured I am not going to stop playing this particular new playthrough. Even though we got a new update, I want to continue this one. So, those of you that've been with me know exactly what happened last stream. If joining for the first time today, well, I'm basically in Echo Creek. We are playing Extinction level difficulty, which is incredibly hard, and I died once last time. As always, I have not played this playthrough. This specifically for live streams. So welcome everyone. Good evening or good morning. Well, it actually depends on where you're from. And I think a lot of us relaxing there. So basically, this is Brian. Brian is a mixed bag of skills, kinds of different skills. This is a very combat heavy build, basically. I essentially just maximized everything that's making Brian deadly with any kind of a blunt weapon. So the bro is strong. He has great prowess in using blunt weapon. Former baseball player. Bouncer. So lots of combat heavy skills. That means everything else is pretty shit, I would say. And the thing I gotta do is go to sleep. Anyways, hello. Anyways, the plan for tonight. I like this place. It's a basement. It's outside of Echo Creek. But this place is completely not ready for a long-term settlement, so I have to start figuring out how to turn this basement into something that I could consider a home. Probably makes sense if I figure the game myself, huh? One of the things, Brian is a smoker, so I have to take that into consideration whenever doing. So guys, tell me, yeah, I saw that with 42.16, the sprinters are active all the time. Now that was one of the things that caught me a bit off guard when I was playing this last time. I could not understand why all of a sudden I was armed with sprinters, and what was the sprinters in this mode are active all night. So what I want to do first, I basically cleared most of these. I basically little area, and I do want to work my way towards out of Echo while trying to find anything that's useful. By useful, my intentions for this night is to secure water, power, and food. That are my three main goals for today. Is sound is it my microphone or just the game or both? My mic was like I got some feedback last time that the mic isn't great, which is weird because I've been mic, okay. Maybe it just needs a replacement. It's not a studio mic, not a new one, and I've been using it for a while. I think we have a spare, so if it's gonna act up, if it's gonna be, you know, like disconnecting, I'll have to just fix it for the next stream. If I'm not mistaken, these are produce warehouses, so likely That's the thing. I have not. It's not like I have some sort of a like you know, voice activation or set up. Just like work by default. It used to work normally, so I'm not sure what's happening. Yeah, so most of it is rotten anyways. Well, this is still useful. Can be used for compost. Hello. Oh guys, it's raining. Nothing. So guys, what are your experiences with 4260? I haven't played it. Not planning, very honest, at least for a while. But I know some of you already did, so I heard there are some cool new bugs with vehicles flying into outer space. But like apart from that, anything, any new bugs that you know you guys found? I'm not barefoot. I'm wearing hiking boots, but it does look like he's barefoot. I think somewhere, hold on, let me check the map. I think if I pass this field and left, there's a decently sized farmhouse. Chance of animals, actually. Yeah, do a bit of foraging. Also one of the things that probably will need it for some sort of a longer term playthrough. Huh. Not food. Hey, Achilles. In other news, oh, it's a tree branch. Okay. In other news, my wife and I are gonna be recording another episode soon. Apparently, all the abuse that was, you know, like that happened over the first episode wasn't enough to get her discouraged. It didn't miss anything. I had some technical issues. Started. Or be gonna be recording another episode. This time my plan is to show her several options of like long-term houses. She's gonna pick one of them. But what I'm not gonna tell her is I'm not gonna tell her where the houses are located. So we are outside of Irvington right now. Gonna pick a few spots, and depending on her choice, it's either gonna be really close, or it's gonna be a pretty long trip. So I'm actually interested which one will she pick, and we even managed to get there. Nice. Oh, no chickens. That's an unpleasant surprise. I was hoping for... Because, eggs... Great source of... calories. That is, of course, if you mix them with the right... Oh, look, guys. And that is also... So in case you were wondering, how come I am able to find so much different rats and stuff? That's because I'm playing with a very useful mod called Smoke. Like, it's essentially what it does is kind of makes it more realistic, because the vanilla game, pretty much none of the inhabitants of Kentucky smoke, which is pretty unrealistic. Hey there, how's the latest difficulty? Challenging, that's for sure. Definitely requires some proper planning. Have to be planned, especially at night, because at night the sprinters come out. But at the same time, it's not something that's impossible to manage. Okay, so I am in a fairly remote area, not even like central Echo Creek, out of the outskirts. But regardless of that, it's fun. I think I found a key to that car over there. Oh, a postcard of a nice day. Actually, the right amount of smokers for the night. Are you sure? Like, I haven't seen any stats. 43 stocks that will explode in value. That was pre-internet. So they would likely have stuff like Chevron. Do you really think that's the case? That not many people smoke? Mid-90s? I would imagine it's quite an expert. Okay, so we know that there are no chickens. Which is pointing. I was hoping to find chickens. Obviously, if I need chickens, the Ovo farms are that far away. Ovo. We called the FOOOOOD. This basically the server is still up, but nobody's playing. We're definitely going to resurrect that. I was so tired with the... I don't have the. But still paying the subscription, so technically probably still up. My guy is all the time. That's weird. Wasn't expecting it. Haven't taken a single trait, but make him all times. Caffeine. Not sure what this. I wanna check the van. Looks good condition. And if I really want to tap into Echo Creek more, that area, not gonna be that without. No car mods in this playthrough, Villa. So you know what that means. Oh, garden fork, one of my favorite weapons. Potato, one of my favorite vegetables. Huh. Feeling better already. Yeah, I know. I should have a bag with me. Carrying all my main inventory. But what the hell? That was weird. This looks really creepy, like they are playing dead or something. Very weird. Oh, look. That's nice. Perfect condition. In a perfect condition. Car battery. For a heavy duty. Yeah, okay, all good. If I'm ever in need of seeds and stuff. So the thing is, I would normally not leave those seeds, but getting late. Carrying a lot of weight on me anyway. The mistake that I've made is I probably should have just taken advantage of the rain instead of going out. I probably should just take some photos and show some plants. But if it keeps up like this, I might actually. Yeah, the garden fork is amazing. A really cool weapon. And it lasts long too. Pablo. Okay, it's July. What plants can we buy? Buy. Not much, I think. I think the best, obviously, the sowing season, April. Kale. Jarmuż. Radishes. 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 Okay, that's it. I like radishes. Anything else? Do I have any radishes? Of course I don't. Crowbars. I used to be a huge fan of crowbars, but then I switched. Spears and stuff. The thing I have with crowbars is level up maintenance. Oh, if you... Oh, so it's like a shin pad. Okay, I didn't. The thing with crowbars is that they don't level up maintenance. Beyond that, they're decent weapons, of course. And tired. That's worrying. But that's fine. We're just... set my alarm. 7:30. Wake up in the morning, do sandwiches. Try to find seeds for radishes. Something that like radish. Shan is very close. Very close. Radish is not wściekła. Radish. Podkiewka. No, rzodkiewka. The hammer for the sake of... No need switching and fighting it. Yeah, true. Do I have knife? I believe I don't. I wanted to make sandwich, but in order to make a sandwich, cut the bread in slices. I am not able to do that because I don't have a knife. Not a single knife. House. So stressed. Out, it's on. Okay, Thor. Come on, guys. I guess so. Other house. A pizza cutter. Not gonna make. Oh, there a butter knife. I don't. A butter knife won't work. Yeah, it's good enough to slice bread, but it's not gonna slice the ham. I need like first world problems. August. Can't believe. Seriously. Well, I guess no sandwiches. Half a hand. Anyway, have to be this. Have a shop. Yep. Speaking of crowbars, I do have one. I need to reorganize this. What I want to do is probably get rid of. I'm gonna reorganize the space and put crate. And make this like a man cave, you know. Something one will be happy to back. Robbing pain because can't imagine. Can you build? No, you cannot build basement. That would be extremely hard to do, actually. Oh, the mic, yeah. It's gonna, yeah. I'm gonna put it to rest, but not, guys. Like, bear with me, okay? If it's not great, we'll just survive. Gonna fix it next time. Building basements would be an incredible challenge from an engineering perspective. One would need to dig into the ground, reinforce that ground somehow. It's not saying it's impossible, technically, but that would be very challenging. But I put it away. What do I need to? What do I need to have to? I need more carpentry. Carpet. Yeah, I probably need to level up carpentry. That's carpentry levels. I am level 1. Yeah, I'm level. Gonna cut some trees and then I'm gonna make some planks because also you need the drainage. See, I haven't even thought about this, but that's true. But you choose the entire structure to build and then it just passes them. that would be like an easy mode. What you're saying is like a predefined structure, and you just say here, and wait a few days, and it miraculously materializes, right? That's the thing. You see, I know people who would disagree with that notion. I think a lot of folks enjoy the building aspect of the game because it is a sandbox in the end. So I'm not a huge builder myself, but I know a person, and that person is in this chat actually, who spent a lot of time and energy building a pretty massive structure in the server that I was running. Not sure if this was an enjoyable exercise, but he did that. Oh no, not half. It would make masonry skill more interesting. Yeah, I get the point. So instead of like manually doing everything, the concept is just have everything happen as a like a predefined step. You need skills, you need like the materials, and then no, hold on. I need to. I forgot how to. Yeah, you have to grab the corpse first. Then right click. I want to get rid of these. Like, I'm worried about this corpse sickness. So I'm just gonna bury some of them for my own sake. Damn castle, actually. It was a castle indeed. It was a it was a super impressive structure, and considering it was all built without any cheats, without you know, any shortcuts. How long did you build it, by the way? How long did it took you? What was that? So, again, as mentioned, I'm not a huge building guy. I'm a much more of a like decorator, you might say. Referring to the video I posted a few weeks ago about the base that I built. But actually, in this series that I'm gonna be doing with the wife, maybe I'm gonna make it more into like building, decorate than what I would normally do playing myself. 6 to 8 hours IRL is not that much. I mean, it's still a lot. But I was actually expecting it to be more. One of the biggest undertakings building-wise that I've ever done was still back in build 41. My base was in Muldrow. In that area of Muldrow where you're spawning, those 2-story houses with tall fences are. I'm sure you know, you're familiar with the general topography of Muldrow, you know which area I'm talking about. And there is like a lake, the woods, not just out, not far away from that particular section. What I've done was I've actually built a lake house there. Lake cabin. It wasn't big. It's the size of a small house. But since it was in the forest and I wanted to have easy access to my car, what I've done apart from building that lake house was to road. And I've built the road using wooden floors. So I built the whole cabin. I've done like a whole road from that area all the way to asphalt roads in Muldrow. And then since I was also using the water pumps mod, I also built a pipeline from that lake house all to one of the houses that I was occupying. As all of that probably several days sourcing my. And then after character was probably like 3 or 4 months old, I heard this story that there is actually a military base outside of Rosewood. I told myself, shit, I gotta check this out. I went there, my car got stuck in the bushes and I died because I was swarmed by the horde. And that was the first time that I lost character that I was really, really emotionally involved with, you might say. And I stopped playing for probably. I'm sure you guys know the feeling. Very tired again. Something's definitely wrong. I think one of these skills causing my guy be constantly tired. The problem is I'm not sure which one. And to add to that, I actually think it might be some sort of a bug or conflict. The modded traits based, but we shouldn't be very tired. It's 3 p.m. Realistic. Hey Thomas, thank you. I've shown the comment that you posted. I actually seen the comment this morning. I woke up before I started work. I logged into my private computer just to hang out and stuff because I woke up quite early today, and I was catching up on comments. So the comment that you posted, and I sent it to my wife over a messenger. She's still sleeping, so the comment that you posted was the first thing that she's seen when she woke up, and like I heard her in the other room when she woke up. I heard her laughing. It was funny. Like, all of you guys are telling me I've been hard, but honestly, we've had a lot of fun. She was laughing so hard when she was trying to do things she didn't know how to do, and the whole driving part was just insanely hilarious. So we're all good. I mean, we're not gonna get divorced over a game. No worries. And if some of you who are watching don't know what I'm talking about, well then, gotta check out the latest video that I dropped channel. Okay, I'm gonna go to sleep again. And I'm just gonna see what time does he wake up. Thank you, Thomas. Appreciate it. It's cute how she switched languages. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, especially when driving. She's very sensitive about our dogs. Uh, Funny story. One of my dogs gets um unnaturally afraid whenever I watch football, and I don't really get emotional when watching football because I'm trying to be mindful of the dog, right? It happened from time to time in the past that I was getting emotional. You're a passionate fan, so you've been there live at some point. But normally I try to be really mindful. These days, even if I am completely silent, right? If I am completely silent, let's just imagine this. I'm watching a football game right here. I'm just watching, relaxing, having crunching on chips or something. But like, I don't watch the game with my headphones on, but normal speakers. And the dog hears that the game is on, and it's kind of you're kind of able to tell when a football game is on. Commentator speaks in a very specific way. Hey, Antelope. The commentators a very specific way. You know, the specific like noise of the crowd. My dog gets immediately very alert, and any movement that I make, even the slightest one, triggers him, and he starts to super alert, very silent. So Oxy, she's incredibly sensitive when it comes to dogs. Doesn't want to scare them, but when she crashed that car into that tree over there, and she literally banged her hands on the table, she was like, "Oh my god, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry." And the dogs actually got scared of her when she was playing, but she was laughing so hard because she would never thought it would happen to her. But anyway, guys, let's try and tap into some more houses. Oh, I think these are respawns. Quite a few of them, actually. Um, Wanna see a magic trick? But 360, doubt it. Okay. Ah. Bad miss. Everything is under control. We're fine. We're all fine here now. How are you? If I continue down this road, there should be more houses, right? Maybe not. Oh shit, I think this is going to... Few things I want. Preferably a functional vehicle. If not, I could use some books, especially the ones which will teach me to how to make a fishing rod, or alternatively the exposure survival videotapes. That I don't remember which episode that is, but the one about fishing. You guys get them. Uh-oh. Yeah, okay, we don't want it. That we don't want. Then again, maybe it will help streamline combat. Gonna lure like more zombies. Plus one maintenance. That's always nice. Maintenance, one of the most important skills game. Never underestimate. Super important. Okay, let's see what this house has to offer. Okay, that's not bad. Car key. And the car is parked right outside. Can you guys hear that? Am I in trouble? Kitchen knife. Close the blinds. It's not gonna make a difference. Out of all the places that I could get, like, stuck with the heli, this one is actually not bad, because it's pretty far away from, like, my main location. And on top of that, I already did kill some of the zombies. So if, you know, like, it's gonna lure some of them, I can definitely use the windows to fight. I would feel better if I had more than just one weapon. Something, you know, more than just the garden fork, but it's a decent weapon. Esto. Now, if it was about to, you know, if it was like 7 p.m. and the sprinters would start to come out, that's when I would start to freak out. But this is not so bad. Okay, that group is big. Ah, good point. Fortunately, it's the cook show. I would prefer if it was survival show. It does. This is fine. Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, no need to panic. Yeah, this group is scary. This group is way too big to handle. Now, normally it does 3 passes, right? Oh, it has a basement. This house. I would, yeah, I would slowly. Yeah, that's the 3rd pass. Okay. It's 1 p.m. So it's more than fine in terms of, you know, the evening and the sprinters showing up. So check the group. Still fairly scattered. They are obviously gravitating towards this house. And I have to make a decision. Should I just bail back to the base or try to wait it out? I think I'm gonna try and wait it out. Now, worst case scenario, I can run. Now, there won't be any sprinters, so I will be able to outrun them through the back door. Just in case. Come on. Okay, there's... Yeah, it's becoming a bit too hot. I'm gonna leave this place for now. But at least what I've already managed to do is, you know, kill a few of them. Then it's gonna be easier when I come back. Don't want any Girl Scout cookies. Yeah, totally. Not interested. I remember there was a group down that field over there. Try and get back toward the road. Wasn't so bad, was it? So obviously, guys, the main thing is do not panic. Trust your skills. It's gonna be fine. Yeah, that's the thing. So I'm not sure at which hour exactly happens, but at some point when you're moving from daytime to like nighttime, I think it goes up to like 30% sprinters or something. I don't know the exact proportions. Yeah. Had this happen if it was like 5 or 6 p.m., I would have been fucked. Seriously cooked. This was thankfully happening during the day, so managed to. Huh. Can I make a rat rope? I can. What a disgusting half-rotten rat. Which I cannot even add to the lol, okay. I can't even add it to the rat gourmet roast. Printers activate at 8 p.m. Okay, we'll keep that in mind. We'll definitely keep it in mind. When I was like playing last time, it wasn't nighttime yet. Still fairly it wasn't dark out. And they already started to show up, so definitely not super. Perfectly good. Yeah, something's broken. Shouldn't be so tired at 5 p.m. This is gonna be a long term. Because it's gonna make the whole game really like dissected into smaller pieces. Because if I want to stay in a fairly good condition, I would need to wake up, go to sleep, and wake up and go to sleep and take naps during the day. Perfect, perfect. Caffeine shot. Guy is going. A heavy one. Okay, going back to that house, guys, because I really want to. Oh, hello, neighbors. I really want to check that car. Who knows? Maybe that car is, you know, functional. Also, I haven't been to the garage. You know what garage means, right? Chances of finding... Where are they going? Oh. Large group. Shit, sprinters are... Oh, I forgot it's still that time of the day. Oh shit, I got goosebumps. Ah. Ah. Like, I'm not lying. Not sure if you can see that, but I really got goosebumps when I saw it. I hate these things. So, we were discussing sprinters earlier in Discord. If you want to know why it's a different experience, is these things are freaking scary, and they add a completely new layer. Not only to the difficulty, but also to the general experience as a player. I almost shit my pants. And the thing is, it's not because I am, you know, like, incapable of managing them. It's just I wasn't expecting that, so that was quite the scare. Yeah, and the sprinter sound, like that screeching sound, that's also scary. Okay, we're fine. Continue then. Yeah, like Achilles, I totally agree. You made some like really good points. That discussion that we've had. This was just a great example of, you know, just different kind of experience, because with these shamblers and stuff, you pretty know what to expect. You pretty much know what to expect, but when you run into sprinter, it's like a jump scare, you know. Anyways, if you guys are not on my Discord, but like part of these philosophical discussions about the game and beyond, you're invited to join. I haven't been very active over the past few months, but I think the regular visitors will like attest that recently I became a bit more active again. That freaking helicopter really lured a lot of them. Take a while. Yep. One at a time, boys. Sorry. Boy. My garden fork is starting to fall apart. That's... And... Well, I do want to check that house out. Obvious reasons. I will have to come back here tomorrow or the day after and Like, do it methodically, I'm gonna do it methodically. I think a garage is... Oh, they actually conveniently broke down the door to the... That's nice. Yeah, I'm definitely not gonna fight all of them. I am already becoming out of breath. Starting to smell really bad here. But just to clear out a few, you know, thin them out. So by the time the population happens, not gonna be impossible. Besides, this garden fork is not gonna last long enough. You know, even remotely be able to take this whole group on. But it's a great weapon anyways. Look, it's really doing a decent job against them. And that is with literally zero skill in spears. Imagine if your spear skill is like 5 or 6. You're becoming Leonidas. Just go and charging like Leroy Jenkins. I could use some sort of an area of effect. Back in my World of Warcraft days, I was usually playing Warlock. So I would probably just cast a Rain of Fire. Not really worry too much about anything else. Down to rest. The thing is, if we light it on fire, we are incredibly likely to burn the whole thing down. What's up? Oh, nice. Darling. Gonna be brewing. That's nice. I would, like, instead of fire, actually, I would much rather use a pipe bomb. A pipe bomb in this situation would be an absolute blessing. But the problem is, I don't have any. Not only that we don't have any pipe bombs, we also don't know how to make them. Oh yeah. Well, at least more smoking supplies are coming. Oh, what about the back? Back is old. Okay, I'm going back. Again. Whoa! Where did they come from? All of them. Do you think that every occupation should be able to make pipe bombs? No. No. Because, I mean, you need to have some basic knowledge and understanding to be able to make explosives. Like, I wouldn't know how to make a pipe bomb. A burglar, maybe? Maybe like a police officer. But like a nurse. I don't think a nurse should know how to make a pipe bomb. That wouldn't be encouraging. Sparklers with electrical... yes, that's easy. Easy, right? Veteran, absolutely. And I think low-key we should have grenades. Like, having grenades would be amazing. We could have all kinds of different grenades. We could have these, like, typical... the ones that the American military uses. But imagine having, though, like, old-school German ones with that long handle. I think it's called Stielhandgrenade. But I'm sure Blight will just tell me I butchered German. I'm gonna take a nap. No, I think, like, grenades, as rare as katanas, I don't think I would agree with that. I think if you have military, these should be quite common on all the military type. Because I think, what, the standard loadout, maybe not for, like, civilian type operation, but, like, the standard loadout is for a trooper to have a couple of... Perfect, thank you. That's great to hear. Gonna be shamelessly using fences all the time, guys. Don't hate me for that. It's the most efficient way of killing zombies. Especially with a guy that has tons of bonuses for blunt weapons. That group went south. They're all heading south now. Something... Could it be that meta event that just lured them away? I know it's going to be sprinter time soon. I think I have 2 hours. So my concept is to be there, like, to get out of there not later than like 7:30. Because that should give me enough time to run back to... But I can also try and kill a few for the sprint. Yeah, and they are actually heading south, which is promising. Because maybe when I'm gonna come back there tomorrow, I will be able to approach that house from the north. A little more. What is your opinion on sleeping in multiplayer, actually? Because that's also possible, it's just a matter of settings. Then again, it would imply that everyone on the server needs to go to bed at the same time. Few more. Oh, perfect. Actually amazing, guys. I've actually managed to clear up the path to the house And I am definitely going to be able to get there tomorrow, unless that whole group kind of starts roaming in a different direction again. But that was very solid pre-work. Sometimes you have to, you know, like, take it slow. Oh, and a side note, if I would stay there up until 7:30, I would probably not make... Lol, it's literally 8. Yep. Okay, I'm happy. Let's light the fire. No lighting method of... Ah, true. I need something that I can... Old newspaper will do. But probably... an hour is not enough. Just catching up. Fine, as long as there is a way to track the saboteur. So basically, you know, like, the admin should have the right to announce bedtime. As admin on that, you know, on that type of a server, you're just like, you know, that mom that makes sure like all the kids go to sleep at the right time. Yeah, that's true, Big Lock. There is no tired debuff, which is super convenient, isn't it? But also makes it easy to some extent. Look at this. Amazing. Problem is, it's not gonna do any good in terms. Wait, man. 4 pages and I'm going. By the way, how long has he been live? 9 days already. Wow, time flies. Time really flies. I wasn't expecting this 10 days. When I started this playthrough Monday, I wanted to survive for a week. Right now, I'm quite confident. What happens if someone is stranded in the middle of nowhere? Sounds like that person's problem. It's nice not to have sleep in multiplayer. It's when you do reading or base organization. Empty review. Yeah. Realistically, if you're running in which early to go outside, will be attacked by sprinters. So realistically, if you're running a server that has multiple people on, being able to all coordinate the bedtime is probably impossible. Shit, you're right. They can open the doors. Right. Okay. Day 3 of trying to get to that garage and car. I'm feeling good about it. Getting way too dead weight. Yeah, so that's the thing, Thomas. If this is coordinated, really, like, I used to play a lot with my son. So obviously we're coordinating, like we were playing side by side. But if you're playing in a large group, You would have to really align on so many things. I mean, imagine somebody's on a... Like, they got stuck somewhere, and it's gonna take them longer than it to get out. It's virtually impossible. So yeah, that's one of the reasons why in my server there was... Because again, also, speaking of sleep, if you don't have sleep, that basically makes nights like, incredibly boring. Because obviously, you know, nights are dangerous due to various reasons. And of course, you can take cat's eyes or some sort. Or you can take, you know, traits, night owl, to mitigate the effects of darkness. But then again, it's still dark outside, so the level of danger is higher. And effectively what happens is, just like, nights are useless. Okay, you can read skill books, but at some point, there are no more skill books to read. So, of course, you can spend time organizing, you know, base, building inside it, whatever. But I would much rather just skip to daylight. A hard hat. I should probably wear it, even though I really like my cowboy hat. Boonie hat. Sorry, dude. Let me catch up. Why isn't some sort of a default system? I don't think that will work. Inyok, buddy. How was the... Whoa, 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 hold on. How was the board game? Did you win or did you lose? You won. Which country did you play? Fuck that, I don't see anything. I'm gonna catch up on chat, of course, in a moment. Just bear with me, guys. Okie dokie. We're all good. Let me catch up. Again as France and Italy. Oh, nice. This time Germany was super incompetent. Well, again, like, the German field marshals. They hit or miss. Oh, look at this. Rubber hose. Oh, rubber hose. Yes. Thank you. Very nice. Large hook. If I ever need to put an animal. Do you think we're gonna find weapons here? Yeah, we found shit. But guys, potato. A potato. I'm so happy I found a potato. We made it to the garage. Tell me it's worth it. Okay. Yeah. Long Johns are. Yeah, that's everything. Penny value. Okay, so maybe the car. Maybe the car is going to save the day. Not really. Not really. I'm gonna try that one off. Very early. 10 a.m. All day ahead of us. Well, more like a couple of hours considering how sleepy Brian gets in the middle of the day. Thank you for asking. How are things? Things are, in general, very good. Much better than they were a few months ago. Work has become much more manageable. Good. Thank you for asking. And the time I took, you know, like away from Zomboid, was also very good because I've kind of gotten to enjoy the game again. At some point I really got tired of it. Now I'm having fun again, and that's important. Which I am going to really deal tonight. And Maple, oh, this house. And Lee. There's peanut butter. Zombie. I was looking at the guy like here, expecting. Oh my goodness! I'm so happy. I found so much food. Crowbar. That's my second one actually. The moment this baseball bat breaks, I am switching to crowbars. I'm gonna be super effective with crowbars. How to stop a wife from leaving? What's your opinion? How to stop a wife from leaving? To prevent. Over. I just found your comment to Gertrix. That's thank you. Next book of the series, how to cover up a murder. It reminds me of this there was this like viral clip long time ago over the internet. It's from a courthouse basically, and there is this dude, and he looks like incredibly unintelligent, and the court reads out, Mr. Smith, let's just say that's his name. At 5:46 a.m., you googled how long till the body starts to smell. then you then at 6:01 a.m. you googled how to hide a body. And they're like reading his Google search history, and the guy was like looking for ways to dispose of a body for 4.5 hours. And the more Googles they were like reading, his face was becoming more and more like awkward. Such a funny clip. The guy even googled how to get rid of a body if you really need to. Body stop smelling when. Exactly. Well, I'm gonna check this one also. Oh, where am I? Uh this is like a small neighborhood. Police outside my house, what to do? Okay, Google. Okay, the thing is, I am nowhere, like, not even closer to what I wanted to achieve today. Was power, water, food. Well, maybe food to some extent. But power. Oh, I forgot to take ice cream from that basement. What would you do if your wife is packing up her trunk if you got a gallon of whiskey? You should, yes, exactly. The easiest way, just watch some, you know, like tutorials. I make. Prefer some disinfectants, biotics, something that will be really useful. Apocalypse. Oh, what is this? Well, okay. Not this time, though. It was it April? It was April 2nd. Miniok, you're right. I completely did not pay attention. Shame on me. Barca time. Cover up the bite marks with a concealer. It's all good. It's just a flesh wound. Okay, I'm going back to base. I'm gonna cook a decent meal this time. A stew with all these different veggies that I found. It's gonna be all fine. But this walking is starting to really piss me off. I really want a car. I already found 3 cars with None of them had any fuel though, and I am nowhere near securing fuel. Organize. Where are the long johns? Better than the long john. Long john's bottom. I should consider reinforcing some of my clothes. Knives. This weapon must be really good. It has a look of a solid weapon. Have I tried a horse mod? I've seen the horse mod, the old horse mod. The one where the horses were like swimming. And it's creepy and disgusting. I saw there is like a new horse mod which is much more like I have not tried it. Okie doke. Cook a two. I know I can do that. Yeah, I know I can do it. What are my seeds? There they are. The old one was just creepy. Don't want to try the old. Wow, look at this. Look at this bad boy. That is a great question, Kraken. I also heard that the horse meat is actually decent. I mean, Genghis Khan wouldn't be able to conquer most of Asia and half of Europe. Well, half of Central Europe. If the horse meat wasn't decent. That was literally their only food, was it? Yep, that is absolutely... Now imagine this, guys. Now try to get a sense of this situation. You're in a zombie apocalypse. It's been 10 days. You have not seen a single living being. Everything out there is trying to kill you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And after all these long days, it's been raining, Cape Death multiple times, and you're able to eat solid, warm stew full of meat, all kinds of different vegetables, and you're even able to put some seasoning on top of that. That thing alone would cure depression at least for a week. And again, this was a different discussion we've had in the Discord today. Yesterday. In generally, that's the whole sadness, depression, buff system is just broken. I mean, let me know what you think. Just considering this current situation, like, don't you think our guy should be like ecstatic after such a great... I shouldn't be uncomfortable, right? I should be as comfortable as they get. But that's just my opinion. $420. 420. A breaking, of course. I think I already have a pillow there. I am quite sure I already have a pillow there because I remember me looking for a pillow. But I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move a bed. I'm gonna get a bed downstairs. But first, I want to loot as much as I can, especially considering that the power is still on and most of the refrigerators are on. So, you know, most of the fresh food is still kind of salvageable. Never use medicine when great food is over. Yes. Whenever I get sick, the first cure that I am like looking for is just like good soup. Rosu. What's the name of Rosu? Miniok, are you still with us? Or Sandow, are you still with us? Because it's not necessarily chicken soup, right? Because it's more like a broth. You can make it on all kinds of different meats. Chicken is probably the easiest way to do it, but we usually mix chicken and beef. Or chicken and duck. A decent combination. Talking about Rosu. You didn't hear... The microphone is fucked up. I'm gonna have to replace it. Basically, I was just like talking about Rosu. I couldn't figure out what's the English. Like the actual Rosu, not just chicken soup. You can Google this for... So, gówno, what I've been talking about. I've been talking about Rosu. In English. How do you say Rosu in English? Broth. Say, okay, thank you. Appreciate it, honey. Rosu. See, but again, like Florida, calling it a chicken noodle soup is just insult to the greatness of that particular soup. And it's perfect for any kind of like a cold. Ah, I see. Okay, makes sense. Yep, exactly that. Exactly that, Achilles. Obviously, it's also vegetables, and it all like cooks over several hours. Actually, not even cooks, more like simmers. It extracts all the good stuff. And then obviously, yes, you do eat it with noodles. But that's just like a perfect cure for any illness. Oh, I forgot to. Yeah, I forgot about some of the food that I was carrying. Fine. That's the thing. Whenever I play with you guys, I always neglect. Never keep myself organized. I keep on going instead of organizing things nicely, putting things away neatly in like dedicated location. Well, okay. Probably catch up on marking them. Really cleared quite a lot of places. Can get 5 just to be sure. Let me catch up, guys. Called Stock. Yeah, that's also a good name, indeed. Never tried it with rice, though. That's not something that I would like tell my grandma to do, but it might be. Well, you can use stock to make risotto. I mean, if you want to make like a proper risotto, very specific type of rice, and it cooks in stock. Where am I? I think I'm reaching some new places I have not been. If I walk down this road, I'm gonna get back to that farm thing that had that van, I think. Yeah, but there are no animals. That's worrying, because no chickens, no cows, no pigs, no nothing. That's not a good sign. I hope it's not a bug of some. Because I would love to have some cows. Milk is... I'm sure you know that, Pyro. Not so good. Okay. Oh, look, the car fell in the ground. That's this famous bug. Cars just... What is this? Is that like a tactical shotgun or something? It's actually a tactical shotgun, lol. I didn't even know that's a thing. Yeah, apparently they are flying now, yeah. So I think, again, there was a discussion on Discord about this earlier today, that there was the bug with the cars falling under the ground and now the cars are flying. So probably the fix for cars falling in the ground is now cars flying. Huh? Okay, 1 p.m. It's actually a great time to spend the rest of the day today. Really normal behavior of a vehicle. To spend the rest of the day really taking care of getting fresh food in my backpack, put into the refrigerator. Gonna spend some time chopping down trees, sawing some planks so I can level up carpentry. At least level 2 will allow me to move a bed the basement. Okay, let's not forget any. All the food. Which still working, okay. Was worried that a second passed. Electricity. Alright, that's step 1. Two. I see you guys are still having a very heated discussion about soups. I'm glad I inspired change. Oh, we are not discussing that controversial topic here. I don't want to start a argument between everyone that's in chat. Or you know what? Yeah, let's do it. Let's actually start this heated discussion, guys. Mrs. Gertrix asked a super serious question. When you're preparing cereal, like for breakfast, right? Would you rather pour the milk first and then like put in the cereal, or rather put the cereal in the bowl first and then cover that with milk? What's the right way of preparing cereal? Voice your opinion while I sip on my tea. This will start World War III, by the way. Of course, eat the bowl. That's the way. So I'm kind of in the same boat as you guys. I would probably go for cereal first, but I do know a person that would always do it the opposite way. Bartek. You don't know? You don't know any Bartek? You know what? You know at least one Bartek. Hmm? What was I supposed to do? I was supposed to chop down some trees and develop my carpentry. I'm also cereal first, 100%. Yeah. I mean, there are multiple upsides for that. Because if you like pour the cereal second, it just stays and floats on top of the milk. And obviously, we want the cereal to become moist with milk and nice. Then again, there are people who prefer it crunchy. So, oh no, accidentally dropping. All right, so gotta make so many tanks. Thing anyways for me. My carpentry skill now. 65, it's gonna take so long. Do need carpentry level 3 make what? God, it just feels so far away. Milk first is trying to make a pizza, and putting the tomato sauce first changed my mind. Very good comparison, yes. Then again, in the end, eat your cereal any way you'd like. Who are we to judge? But we are close to a river, actually. Maybe that's the thing. Oddly enough, back where I live, I live not necessarily in the city center of Warsaw, but in one of the central districts, okay? And we have oftentimes seagulls here. Don't ask me where they come from. And we also have these like smaller ones which are called, hold on, let me find the English. Terns. That's the English word for the bird. And that is like a lot. And they are incredible. They chase away the pigeon. Okay, is there anything that I could craft? Ends. Level up card. Floor. I totally don't need. Then apart from that, I can make this one. Yeah, I know, but like the thing is, I don't need floors. Simply put, I do not like to do things which don't find useful. That makes sense. So I would much rather level up slower, but actually make stuff which would at least find remotely. I'm gonna make the different pottery molds, because who knows, maybe I'm gonna be using that. I mean, if I want to go into blacksmithing, potteryism, anyway. Add. See, there is a pillow, by the way. For comfort with a pillow. Carve something. But carving will not give me carpentry. It's gonna give me carving, which is a great skill. Stone, but still do need a tarp. 70. Really bad. Getting seriously on. Drag a whole carton of. Maybe I should think about building some sort of a fence. I was expecting, you know, like zombies to bother me a bit more than right now. This area is fairly safe. Like, that sounded like Luca. Or rather, more like artillery fire. You know, heavy duty stuff. It reminds me of the time I played Hell Let Loose. Okay, it's 9:30. What I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna continue north east, mostly north actually, towards the gas station. Yeah, I think going towards the gas station. The right thing. Barricade the broken. Yeah, that's brilliant actually. Thank you. I didn't think of that. See, I never barricade, but barricading will give me experience points and is useful. It provides extra. Great tip. Appreciate. A musket, yeah. In Polish, we would call it rusznica. House has not been by me. But it was visited by other people. Or cow's milk. Gonna do wonders. Mushroom soup. Okay. From a tarp. Yes, that's a great find. This looks promising. Lots of crates. Welcome. Akramon, good evening to you. We are Ornails. We are decent, I think. Still alive. Oh, is this like crates that are actually blocking the entrance that extra room over there? right? What is this room? Like some sort of a... Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm definitely wet. Medical satchel. Very nice. Oh, very nice. This looks like a... Yo, this is good. A lot. Ah! I'm so happy. I found a machete. Oh my god. That's amazing. Yeah, that's a man cave. 100%. This is amazing. Like great. This tech battles. No, I don't think they are. I don't think they like... Yeah, I think these are just like decorated, not to interact with them. But still, if I ever run out of boots, yeah, the jerry can would be useful, absolutely. The thing is, I don't want to carry too much weight. I'm already carrying a lot. I still want to explore further. So I don't want to be exploring while carrying dead weight. That's... Oh, and actually, because it's facing the... Ooh. Oh, you sneaky little bastard. M9. Lots of firearms. World's unluckiest plane crashes. Now, existence of this book implies there are also lucky plane crashes. What? Well, the only downside of all of this is I haven't found no books, skill books and stuff. Almost none at all. That's the only thing that bothers me. I would read that book. Sounds ideal for an apocalypse. Yeah. Okay, this continue this way is gonna get me. Yeah, look, there are no animals. Hey, does Extinction does not have animals? Apart from the wildlife, like deer and... Because weird. Pipspit Road. A lovely name. Pipspit. Gotta be mindful of. Yeah, and I'm sleeping while walking. The main road too. Oh, look at this. The townsfolk came out to greet comers. House looks. Okay. I could actually consider sleeping in this house tonight. Seem to have too many zombies in the back, some couple in the front. I hope not gonna trigger an alarm. Okay. Kind of freaked out there for a moment, but situation is under control. Animal care, okay. Trapping. I was complaining about not finding any books. I found books of skills that, at least one of them, I am likely not going to use. Like, let's not complain, okay? Just take whatever the life throws at us. Yeah, I have to take a nap. And if I take a nap now, I'm gonna wake up at around 8 p.m. That means, you know, printer hour. Just, again, not great. So, I am actually forced to sleep tonight. I mean, look, it could be worse. The worst disasters of all time. I am finding really depressing books. Oh, a denim shirt? An upgrade over the lumberjack's shirt. Yes, yes, we are very near Echo Creek. I am getting that guy's skill of I've been mentioning that on streams for a while now, but I would love to have a Project Zomboid like a GeoGuessr company. So you're being shown like a particular place, and you have to figure out where that is. I would actually like my chances. I don't think I would be able to guess like everything, but I am fairly confident that I would be able to guess at least. Yep, I am absolutely going to sleep. We are really not far away from the gas station. If I am well rested, I have a whole day, I think there is a chance that could maybe even make my way to the gas station. If I could make my way to the gas station, the next thing is I would be able. Can't read it. I get to the gas station, I would actually be gas because I have a bucket with me. And that would unlock the ability to drive cars. That's a massive game changer because, again, as I've mentioned in the masterclass, in one of the episodes, getting a car unlocks the whole map and opens up a ton of different. By the way, guys, I'm not sure if you're following it, but there's like 18 of us playing tonight, which is pretty amazing because I remember when the streams had 5 or 6. So yeah, I hope you're enjoying this. At least half as much as I am. By the way, if you are here and you're watching the stream, then you're obviously not reading this massive say hi that I wrote on my whiteboard. I would be lost in Louisville or West Point or anywhere near. So I feel really good about Irvington. Hey, hello, thank you for like responding to the call. I feel very good about Irvington. I feel obviously really good about Rosewood. Muldrow. Some parts feel very like unfamiliar to me. Riverside I know very well. And also, obviously, it depends on what is shown. If they're gonna show you a piece of grass or something, then it's fairly difficult. But if they show like a very specific corner of a street, back when I was running the server, I've done like a loot drop. And I gave a hint. I gave a hint, which was just a screenshot of a piece of a church and a church sign, and the guys figured it out in probably like 6 or 7 minutes. So there are places which are very very easy to locate. I don't want to go outside yet because printers, obviously. So let me just one more book and comic book. And a happy pillow. Happy face pillow. I would love to take it with me, but yeah, dead weight. And Standout, if you're wondering what that 36/20 means, it's actually I've done this calculation. Was it what, like 6 weeks ago? Something like that. And that was the red is the amount of points that Arsenal needs to win the Premier League. And the green is the amount of points we scored. And this number goes down anytime Manchester City loses points. This number goes up every time we score points. So we are currently 16 points away from winning the English Premier League Championship. I put it on the whiteboard to visualize how close and at the same time how far Arsenal is from a trophy. All right. Making my way downtown. Yeah, that cup game was horrible. I watched it. And I not believe my eyes. But just shit. Oh, we played like shit. We were complete, absolute dog shit. Ooh. Oh, so many. I am happy that there is a fence over here. I gotta say, this baseball bat, pretty decent weapon, isn't it? Especially if you're a former baseball player. A bikini. Should I wear a bikini? A computer. Perfect thing for my man cave. I don't even need to go to the gas station. I found two amazingly important things. Like a gas mask and a gasoline can. What a great find. Have I watched the game? Of course I have. Of course I have. That was probably one of the best games that Poland played during my entire lifetime. And that is exactly why around the 80th minute Miniok and I were like, we're playing great, we're probably gonna lose it. And that's exactly what happened. I am so overweight right now. It's actually becoming crazy at this point. I should just get out of here and go home. Let me just... Pancake mix. That's enough. Going back home. I'm gonna have a car now. Be pretty... Apologies. I did not want to infect your brain with that song. Thanks. I feel guilty now. I hate when song stuck in your head. And the thing is, usually it's those like pretty good songs more than the ones you like. Check my boots condition. Fairly decent still. Not great, not terrible. Is it this way? Yeah, the car is over here. I think the one that I have keys to. It's the one that's in the ground though, so I hope that's not gonna be a problem. These boots are made for stomping. Kind of. Yeah, I definitely have to avoid fighting. I'm just trying to be conscious of my moodles, and they are a complete disaster right now. Hope I'm not gonna die because of... That would be such a stupid way to go. Let me eat some ham. It's gonna make me stronger. Oh, come on. I won't like... Okay, I have to do it. I have to do it differently. It's not wise. I have to go back to base. Some of this stuff because I'm just carrying way too much weight on me right. Get some rest. Go back. I am so happy I'm gonna have a car. I am so tired of walking. Bro is like ridiculously tired at this. Kids don't do this at home. This is a perfect example of what not to do in this. But then again, I am carrying so much stuff with me right now that... Not far away though. Almost there. More red noodles. Yeah, totally. High risk, high reward. The thing is, there is no reward in what I am doing right now. What I'm doing right now is just ridiculously stupid. I'm carrying a lot of things which are incredibly useful, but at the same time, I really don't... I'm gonna put away all the fresh food in the refrigerator. Where is the dinner? Yeah, see, I got a better crowbar with me. I got a gun. two boxes of nails, a tarp, tons of medical equipment, like all the shit in the world I'm carrying right needlessly. That's fine. We're all good. I think we're gonna lose power soon. That's probably top priority. That's gonna be the top priority. Get out a way to access power. The lights go out here. Not gonna be nice. Dark. Here, ball. Serve a cigar after all. What to do now? Should I? So I at least wake up. Do you get back pain when you sleep in a sleeping bag? Not that I've noticed. I do need tons of sleep though. I really need... I don't think the bed is fault here. Something that pest, and that might. Getting. Oh wow, look at the weather. Terrible. Or cures back pain, speaking from experience. Maybe. I guess it depends. Some time ago, I was spending some time with Miniok actually. Friend's house. Like a birthday party. 3 nights just playing board games. And we were staying at a friend's house. He had no beds, so we were sleeping on inflated mattresses. A very like hard floor. I can't say I cured my back pain. I was probably feeling 25 years older than I am because of that. So I would say it depends. Great. Thank you for reminding me. I completely forgot about that. I'm gonna do it now. I'm gonna board up the windows, which is gonna help me kill some time. And maybe let me allow... Oh, you can't place items on this poker table. Because of course I already forgot about this, right? Because I have a saying in Poland. I have a memory of a goldfish. Which basically means I just instantly forget about it. Barricade. Oh, it gives 10 carpentry. That's decent. That was a great suggestion. Thank you for that. So the thing with carpentry is, like, there we go, level 2, perfect. I would actually probably start carpentry at level 3 because shows and stuff that capable of getting those early game boosts. You're Dory from now on. That was no flat floor at all. I used after. Really? Yeah, I should even try that, you know. Soaking wet. Definitely. Yeah, I could do 4. I could definitely do 4. Gonna fix that, sorry. I'm shocked. But I think there was one over here. Okay. Good. I don't need to go. So, what do you guys think? This is supposedly the most difficult setting. Not talking about, you know, like playing with your own sandbox. Rather just by default, this is supposedly most difficult and challenging game. Does it feel difficult and challenging? Just like, you know, purely from observing it. Okay, granted, I am not in central Louisville, but rather in a fairly safe location. But even though, even considering that, it doesn't feel so bad, doesn't it? I am all soaked. I'm gonna go downstairs, basement. First, I'm gonna grab some extra wood. I'm gonna put on the fire the ancient stove. Cook a roast. Warm myself. Dry all the clothes this way. I think that's a nice way of spending half of your... The weight situation. Still terrible. The weight situation is terrible. And it requires immediate... First, I'm gonna have a nap. But first, I need to cure my tobacco. Oh, bro is really... Uh-oh. What happened? Oh, look, something like... Something broke with the... Yeah, I absolutely. Cows will fix my problem. 100%. If I would be able to find cows, I would never ever... Cows and a bull, okay? Then I would never need to worry about weight anymore. Oh, something broke with the lighting and the map. shouldn't be seeing this. And when I was downstairs, I wonder if I go downstairs again. I'm gonna. Yeah, look at this. I don't think I should be seeing this. It's a weird glitch, probably because. Trying to make my character quit smoking like early 2000s. Yeah, exactly. That's what I want to do. Okay. Go get a car. Let's fit. Yeah, that's true, Achilles. The thing is, the whole butchering thing is just broken. Because, like, realistically, kill a deer, you're supposed to get more than food for 4 days, right? If you butcher a cow and you're living alone, you should have food that will last you months. Yet, Zomboid, you're lucky to get 2 steaks, 2 servings of beef, and some chunks that are pretty much useless. Yeah, okay. Why not? I think I have a key to this car. I think I do. Might be wrong though. I hope I'm not wrong. Oh. Yeah, the key was simply in the ignition. Okay. That station wagon was in a better condition, you know. What should I do? What should I do? Should I stick to this? Nah, fuck this. I'm gonna go get that station. I want that van though. Oh, a police officer. It a nightstick. Oh, holster. Convenient. Now I am worried. Okay, yeah. I was on the right path. Was just sure of it. All good. Yeah, the station wagon has more trunk space. That's also a like a valid point. In an upside. Bad. I think the engine was like 45% as opposed to 36. Slightly bigger, better engine, bigger trunk. And I like the color blue. That one was also blue, I think. What is your... What? West? What? Oh shit, it's sprinter time. Guys, you completely forgot about this. We have to run, we gotta go back. Go back to base. Hey. Back to base. Okie dokie. That's weird. Ah, because I didn't have the trunk selected. What an idiot. Okay. That's very good. Water. Must go faster. Must go faster. Like Jeff Goldblum in Jurassic Park. Big box full of nothing. Yeah. Be able to sharpen nightstick so it's more useful. That's an interesting concept. I eat chicken and rice for 3 days and I feel hungry. Homemade beef. Yeah, true. True. I actually had chicken and rice today. Will I stay in the current base? So I think so. Because I think this place is lovely and tons of potential. And I think I'm gonna stay here. What's my carpentry now? My carpentry is already quite good. It's already quite decent. Now let me see if I could get... I don't need a 2-person bed, a single person. More than enough. I'm probably gonna break it. No, actually... I broke it. Okay. Put another one then. Or, alternatively, what I could do is do the boring and annoying thing ever, which is barricade windows, and then remove the barricade, and barricade window again, and then remove the barricade, and this way I could grind all the level 3. I could make myself water collector. Unbarricade. I don't really understand how this is supposed to teach you carpentry. Like, you know, from a pure logic perspective, this is not developmental in a way. But hey, I'm not gonna complain. As I like to say, if it's stupid and it works, it means it's not. There we go. Not stupid. Harp. Neat. Yeah, this basement would be amazing for week... You're talking about week 1? I used to play that a lot on... the problem with this mod is that... essentially fucked anyway. Because there's a... I don't know if I should spoil it, but basically, yeah, there's like a plane crash component. Right, I got myself a water collector. And I just gotta figure out how to plumb a sink. You know what? I'm actually stupid. I should have put it here. I should build kitchen cupboards. The gas station is amazing, it's true. But basement. And I've never really built up a base in something new. I mean, mac and cheese. Let's eat some mac and cheese. It's Do you guys like mac and cheese? I'm obviously asking guys who dates because it's not something we would. Yeah, my main worry is the weight. Still dropping 70. I've been doing too much fighting and exploring. Probably need a few days of less stressful life. Yeah, the amount of calories. At least stop the way. Yeah. Moving in the right direction. Yeah, it's incredibly processed. I mean, I understand why some people like it. But it's up to me. I would much rather make like and proper Italian style pasta with potato style or something like that. Can I already make furniture? Wooden counter. I can. Actually can. And I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna build wooden counters in the basement. We'll see. And find a sink. I would find a pipe wrench. Not a pipe wrench, like well the no, it is a pipe wrench. I love that comment. Mac and cheese is, I think, European meal bastardized by pasta and wrong cheese. That's a good one. It is incredibly processed. Well, there is a reason why a lot of typical US-made products are banned. Because they like to use ingredients which we probably now. Life is doing. Okay, I already have painkillers. Let me spend the rest of the day just go into a car. Yeah, they do use the amount of sugar. Insane. There is this like gram girl, ginger something tends to pop up on my feed time to time. Betting American food and European part. Dr. Pepper, for example. Fanta. Comparing the nutrition facts. Two different worlds. One is fairly decent, not super healthy, but not 4 times more sugar. And oftentimes doesn't even like all true, plus we spray a lot of chemicals and aluminum. So my father, right? He lives in this state. And when he comes to Poland from time to the first thing he would fresh bread. And the claim is, I have no personal experience of it. The claim is that it's just on another level. Like a different, totally different food. The bread that you can get in the state. And I am very sensitive about bread. I love bread, especially bread with decent butter. Fresh bread, you know, crunchy, warm, and decent butter. A lot of it. Oh my god, I'm now getting hungry. I actually bake my own bread from time to time. It's not like I'm a baker, but I wanted my wife, actually. One of the things when I'm gonna get in trouble for this. One of the things I really wanted was for my wife to bake bread for me, right? And eventually I started to make my own. You guys figure out why. You don't have good relationship with yeast. That's a valid excuse, I guess. Thing is, me neither. I learned to have a decent relationship. In case you were wondering why I am now wasting my time putting apart watches, I think my mechanics... Okay, my mechanics is level 1. I was sure my mechanics is level 2. But then again, I need to level up electrical anyway, and I don't... It's gonna take forever. One of those things that you really want to do. You're kind of forced to anyway. This is good. This is what I really like. Let me spend a few more minutes just foraging for, I don't know, maybe some food here, and Brian is gonna go to sleep, and I am going to be going also. Because we've been playing for over 3 hours, and usually after 3 hours I start to play really bad. And I don't want that. But let me catch up first. Achilles grew up eating homegrown chicken and vegetables. That's my dream, by the way. That's my plan. Hopefully it's gonna materialize within the next 2 to 3 years. Yeah, so going back to what you're saying, Thomas, I think that's a huge problem in general. And to add some extra context, people oftentimes make like fun of European Union, that, you know, European Union, it's all about regulation and there is no innovation. The only innovation that the European Union is able to come up with is innovation in regulation. And it's, for the most part, it's true. But thanks to that regulation, we have really high standards in terms of stuff like food quality, as an example. We have tons of, you know, ingredients and chemicals which are simply banned. You're not allowed to put, and if you are, you're like getting fines, or you're being not allowed into the markets at all. So there are downsides because everything moves really slow, but there are often upsides which people tend to not appreciate. And I actually appreciate a lot, because I think for the most part it's just beneficial. And I would imagine that homesteading is actually becoming popular there, because with the prices and the inflation that you guys have there, it's becoming ridiculously expensive to even survive. So I'm not surprised people towards having their own vegetable stuff. Mushrooms. I don't have wilderness knowledge, don't I? Yeah, I'm not gonna risk. Not gonna risk eating mushrooms which can kill me. That would be such a stupid way to go. After, you know, doing a pretty decent job. I mean, it's gonna be a second stream that this character is going to survive. This is already pretty decent for my standards. I tend to die a lot on streams. I tend to die much more on streams than I do when playing solo, obviously because of distractions and just trying to keep the pace of the stream higher. Oftentimes taking unnecessary risks that I wouldn't take my like typical play. I'm having fun anyways. But like Brian is gonna survive his second stream. So 2 more streams and he's gonna be on the podium. The most resilient characters I've ever played on stream. An acorn. That's not... regulations are fine as long as they don't become prohibitively expensive. Yes, that's true. I think a great example, wrapping up the stream slowly, but I think that's a conversation. I think a great example is what EU decided to do with the, you know, going green 40, which effectively had huge impacts on the prices of energy. Essentially, in effect, made the European made products less competitive, and in many cases not competitive. So you have to always keep a certain balance. You cannot just lose this, like, the sight of what's important. But for the most part, I would say probably 95% of all the regulations that we have here look, not only stuff like food, but like data protection and privacy protection. You know, the fines that you're able to get in the EU if you violate these things are huge. Granted, we probably could be more effective putting those fines on the largest global companies, especially social media companies, and that's something that's probably still is an opportunity. But in the end, they're good regulation. I've done this. I've done this exercise a while ago. I tried to Google my dad, and since he lives in the States for 25 years now, I was able to find so much information on him, like address where he lived multiple times, where he moved, some details, which is unthinkable. Because if you would have this information in the EU, your ass would get so like fined that you would not pay it up for 150 years probably. So there are upsides to these things. But anyways, guys, it's 11:15, which is pretty amazing. Honestly, it felt like an hour and a half max tonight with you guys. I had a lot of fun. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna be back probably on Monday. Yeah, for the live stream. So we're gonna revisit Brian on Monday. There's going to be a recording session also happening, and a new episode mid next week. So if you want to see Oxy, driving, it's probably gonna happen. I mean, it's definitely gonna happen, and it's gonna be on the channel mid next week. And thank you so much for accompanying me tonight. I had a lot of fun. I hope you did too. Yeah, guys, take care, and happy Easter to all of you who celebrate. Because actually, yeah, Easter is 3 days. So happy Easter to everyone that celebrates Easter. Enjoy your Friday, enjoy your weekend, guys, and see you next time.